Welcome to my video, Stella here. This is part 2 of my version of the Sunflower and Art album. It's an 8x10. Excuse me while I have a sip. And last video we made the base of it. Okay, today I am going to do half of the front. The reason I'm going to do half is because I don't have everything I need. So, okay, from the 12 by 12, I've cut a piece to look. I've chosen one of the pieces rather than that. I've chosen that because we're doing inside a room with a view to outside. Okay, so we cut our designer paper at 7 7/8 and 9 7/8. Okay, so that is going to go there. I know I've got some little clips somewhere. I'll just pop that there for now. Okay. Now, to create the window, I cut 5 pieces of the 300 GSM cardstock. Now I cut it at 6 7/8. Actually, disregard that for a moment, because if I cut mine on my Cricut Maker, but if you're cutting it out by hand, make a template first. Okay, I'll tell you how to make the template. Just cut the window first at it is about 5 7/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, so cut that and then measure what you want your windows to be. Like my cutouts for my windows are 1.5 by 2 1/4. So I cut those out evenly. And then what you would do is you would measure from the bottom of your window 1 inch down, and then from that edge to that edge is 6 inches. So you've got a 6-inch rectangle. Excuse me. Now mark it up 1/4 inch. And then take a pencil and from that 1/4 inch draw a line up to where your window is going to sit on both sides. Okay, and then join the pieces of your template together. You can do them on a scrap piece of cardboard or just a scrap copy paper. Okay, join them together. Now what you need to do is get onto the 300 GSM cardstock. You can probably get 2 pieces from one A4 sheet. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Is that A4? say 4. So if you put one there, and you can probably put one that side, so you'd get 2. I'm not sure how you'd go if you had letter size. Math's not my thing, as you know. Okay, anywho, trace it out, trace all your windows out on 5 pieces of the 300 GSM. Then glue them all together, and then cut it out on one more piece of just regular cardstock that has some sort of ingrained pattern. This is just like got a crackle painted. It's not actually textured, but just the look of it, you can see that. And then I glued that on top. And I took my trying to find my bits and pieces that I used. Here it is. Took a piece of paper, or a piece of cardstock, and I cut a 1/16 of an inch gap, like that. And to get these lines, I just fitted it to the middle of where I wanted it, held it firmly, and then dabbed it with the brown ink pad. And that's how I got all those pieces inked. Okay, then I cut a piece of, from my 8x8, I cut this piece to fit behind my window. Now actually I'm thinking of putting a piece of acetate on, so I will be taking these off shortly. I'll just go grab a piece of acetate, because I think that would just add another dimension. Okay, I've cut my piece of acetate, just the same size as this. Now previously I had put these foam tape pieces on, because I had forgotten that I was going to use acetate. So I'm just going to take them off. Because I want my acetate obviously to be onto my window. Just take all of these off. Take that one off. I might have to use fresh and or glue. Some of the sticky's gone. So, okay, with the acetate, we'll put that flush with the window, and that's good. So I'm going to be using, what am I going to use? Glue or tape? I'm going to use a 1/4 inch tape. Go around the edge of the acetate. Oops. my pokey tool. Here we are. The old pokey tool that's got the twisted tip. Okay, let's get to the back of our window. And I've got a couple of overhangs, let's just get rid of them. Okay, let's start from the top. Whoa. Yes, we are slightly off. But that's okay, I can trim it up. Just trim that up. Okay, here's our window, and I've just put fingerprints all over it. Oh dear, what on earth is that? It's on this side. Let's put a little bit of water on this bit of tissue. So be careful with your acetate. Oh. Okay. Now we're going to put our pieces back on here. Our foam pieces. I don't know why I cut them in such awkward sizes. But you're not going to see them, so oh shoot. Yep, we're having a tumble. Don't want you. Okay, I need just a little bit more for here. Just going to do a little bit. It's probably too wide. Okay, backing off that. Okay, all the backings are off. Leave that bottom backing on for the moment. I am going to add a bit of glue to these because I'm fairly distrusting of pre-glued stuff. Just going to use my fingers to spread that glue so we don't have any leakage. Okay. Now, this is our image. Top, even, top, even sides. Gentle burnish, gentle but firm. Let's get all those stuff down. And there we've got our window into the world. Okay, now leave that one there still. Now I'm going to make the drapes. Excuse me. I'll just get my notebook so I can tell you my measurements. Okay, I cut this sheet from the 8x8 pack. So you choose whichever one you want. And I cut that at 3 1/8 by 5 3/4. I scored at 1/4 inch, then 3/4 of an inch, 1 inch, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 7/8, and I cut 2 of them. Okay, so fold them. Fold all the creases. I should probably do one to show you what I meant. Let's just grab a piece of paper, a piece of anything paper. Just grab this. we are cutting it to 3 1/8, 3 1/8 by 5 3/4. 5 3/4. Okay, so down this way on your 3 1/8, you are going to score. Let me just open my page here. You are going to score at 1/4 inch. Let me get my proper scoring tool. Seriously. Okay, score at 1/4, 3/4, 1 inch, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, and 2 7/8. Okay, there's all our scores. Whoops, there we go. So this first one that you cut, 1/4 inch, is going to be folded over to the back. Give that a nice press, and then just tweak all the rest of them. So we are just tweaking them. We're only lightly folding. It just makes it easier when we do the actual folding. Okay, we'll fold it over this one. Then the next one, which is the 1/2 inch, fold that over and crease that well. Then that 1/4 inch line there, fold that back. To give you that pleat. Then go to your next 1/2 inch score, fold that over, burnish that, and then fold your 1/4 inch back. Burnish it. The next 1/2 inch, fold it over. And then the 1/4 inch, fold back. And then the last 1/4 inch, fold to the back. Now you probably noticed that mine are a little bit wider at the bottom than they are at the top. So just be a bit aware of that and see if you can go as straight as possible, which is straighter than me. Okay, so that's your drape. Now what you would do is put a bit of glue behind there, stick that down, bit of glue behind there, stick it down, bit of glue behind there. then go to the other side and the same, so that you've got this, and you can see where I've got my little folds, and they're glued to the back. Okay, here's our window, and our drapes are going to sit just across that line there. Now for the pelmet, I cut a piece from this sheet with a nice little border on it, because I wanted a border break up on the bottom, 7 3/8 by 1.5 inches. And so you score the sides at 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch, both of them, 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch, and you've got that little 1/8 inch little gully there. So what we're going to do now is turn your pelmet the long way round. Just make sure you've got the second score folded like that. Use some glue. Now I've chosen that my drapes are going to have the larger drape to the inside or outside? To the outside. So it's going that way. So I'm just going to sit that there. I'm just going to mark it a little bit above, and this is where I'm going to put my glue. Whoops. Put it up to the top and glue it in place. I shouldn't be doing it on that, should I? Okay, and the same with the other one. That's where my glue is going to go. And butt it up against that fold. Oops. Okay, we've got our drapes and our pelmet. We are just going to grab a bit of the foam tape. That's too big. It's too wide. I'm just going to cut it down and put it on the edge there. Remove that and just roll that over so that you've still got your square opening there. And we'll do the same with the other side. Really not very straight. That's no bother because it's going to be hidden. And turn that over. Sorry, I miscued there. we're just going to put some tape and glue, I think, on this. Okay, where's my ruler? Okay, that was like 1.25 inches. So let's just mark down 1 inch from the top. 1 inch, 1 inch, oops, and 1 inch, whoops. And center it. Just 1/16 of an inch below the top of the pelmet. There we are. You can, if you want, put some glue on these, and I think I will actually. Just put a bit of glue on our curtains there, our drapes. Okay, so let's put this. I've chosen to keep this part on for maybe to look like the pelmet of a a room. So it looks like pelmet of a room. And our window is going to go about there. Now what I am going to also do is I'm going to buy some more of these from my daughter. She makes these resin stuff. So I'm going to make a vase, and I'm going to put some resin sunflowers on there, and I'm hoping to be able to put a cat here. So in the meantime, let's get this covered. So back to our tape. This one's nearly finished. Whoops. here. I've got 3 sides in. Almost 4. Go. Let's give this all a really good burnishing. That side's up. Now, I've been known to upside down. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on this bottom area. Whoa, that's too much. Just to help me with some wiggle room. Now I've noticed my frame is going to be about that, about 1/16 of an inch. 1/16 of an inch, that looks okay. Got some overhang here, let's pull that down. Beautiful. I'm marking 6 inches. Let's look, we've got 8 inches across, 1 inch up, and I'm just going to mark from the 1 to the 7. Well then, from the 1 to the 7. Oh, you're playing this time. It's okay. Now we're going to place this a 1/4 inch or so over that line. So we've only got about 3/4. Glue. Just use tape if you want, or glue, or a bit of both. Notice that there's no glue on the drapes. We'll just move that down a 1/4 inch. Make sure we're straight. And pop it down. Okay, that's the front page, the start of the front page. Okay, now I'm going to put one page in. I'm going to leave this for now. I've got a page set up for it, but we're going to leave it for now. And I'm going to do one of these pages, because I want to show you something real special. Right, where are my pages? Where did you put them, Stella? Where did you put? Oh, there they are. Okay, you know our pages are, we've got 10 pieces at 5 7/8 by 9 3/4. So we need 2 of these. Now we cut some hinges or construction hinges at well, I just used the A4 and cut them. Now I'll trim them off once they've been joined. Okay, so first up, let's just take a little pair of scissors. There we go. Gulp of tea for energy. Yum. Okay, and I'm just going to snip that corners just down to that crease. So I may as well do it on all of them while I'm here. And this helps when putting the pages on. Now I'm pretty sure I already said that these pages are made with, oh, that's pretty yucky, 300 GSM. So they are solid and thick. Okay. So we take one of our pages, put some glue, the fold goes on the outside of this side. Nearly did it wrong. So I don't need any glue on this part here. Not that it matters. It's okay, let's put some glue in. The fold goes to the outside, right up to the edge. Woohoo! the other side. By the way, forgot to tell you, 176 GSM cardstock I used for these. They didn't need to be any stronger than that. 1 inch wide by the height of the side of the page. So glue, or you can use tape, but I think glue is the better option because it dries, whereas tape doesn't. I have learned. Okay, right to the edge there. Now we'll snip off that one. Okay, take another page and fix the corner to corner and that right across even. Okay, and down here, and that's pretty even too. Some glue on this side. We're just a little bit off on that one. I don't think it's going to matter much. Just open that a bit, pop the ruler in. I'm going to trim this little bit, just annoying me just a bit. So okay, we're going to leave the top open because we are going to put another piece, another paper over here. But that's the extras. Let's do the basics first. So make sure they fit, and you'll see that they fit with an 1/8 of an inch on either side, which is good. So first up, let's put some tape. We're going to use tape and glue. I'm putting tape across here from the fold down. We don't want to put it right next to that that first fold. Onto the mountain. To the mountain and right across to the other side. A little bit awkward there. And then on the other side we'll do the same. From the mountain top, across the mountain top. Okay, now normally I would like to start from the back, but we'll just pretend this is the back. take that tape off, tape backing I mean. And then we are going to run a bead of glue. It's a bit more than a bead. Slip this over the top, and you've got enough glue on there to give you some wiggle room, and make sure that they can, the sleeve, what is it called? The page can lay flat both ways. Okay, let's get into here with our pokey tool, and we're going to grab that other piece of tape backing. Run in there with some glue. Try not to get it as messy as I did. And then put that down. Okay, so that's how we put, I'm slightly out here. Slightly out, and it's too darn late. Okay. Okay, I'm going to decorate this page. Excuse me. Decorate this page next. So let's get myself some room. Get rid of my rubbish. Okay. I have taken, where are you? That's right. So I've had 2 packs, so I've taken 2 of these, this page, and I have lost it. Ouch. Oh no, here it is. So I've taken that part of it. Now the measurement for these are 7 3/8 by 9 1/2. So that fits across there. Now what we're also going to have is we're going to have a 6 by 4 photomat there and a 3 by 4 photomat here. But we're not going to hide anything. And eventually I think we might be able to cut her out and pop her in there. I'm not sure, but at the moment this is the plan. Okay, so let's turn these over. Okay, make sure you know which side is where the little one is going to go. It's going to go here, so it's going to go there. Okay, I want you to measure across the top at 3/4 of an inch and draw a line. Then down the bottom, down the side is going to be 5/8 of an inch and draw a line. And then you're going to do the same on this one. Across the top and across the side. And make sure they are super duper accurate because you're going to be fussy cutting. And boy, is this fussy cutting. I don't think I'm super accurate here. I'm not. So which one's wrong? This one needs a hair taken off it. An absolute no more than a hair. Like that. No more than that. Because it's just a slightly bigger than this one. Now we are the same. Okay. I'm just going to get rid of my line there because it is slightly wrong. Measure it with the line on that one. And just run my pencil down. And that looks better. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch. With the sides of both 5/8. 5/8. 5/8. Okay. Now one of these is going to be stuck to the page. So what we're going to do is take one of them, and we are going to, I'll just take this one because I've already done some markings, and we're going to place our 6 by 4 or 6.5 by 4 folded down to 6 by 4. No, 6 by 4.5. Sorry about that. Sorry. So grab one of these sheets, place it even with that line and that line, and draw around it, and just make sure you go up there and across here and up there. So okay, what you're going to do now is take a ruler and your blade, and you're going to cut from there to there, which should measure your 6 inches. You know, it's very hard to see with this ruler because it's not see-through. That's better. So I can see my lines. Okay. Put them both together. Sorry about that. Put them both together. Clip them if you need to. Now on that line, trim it from one end to the other line. Do not go over those lines. Now hopefully that's cut both pieces. Yes. That's brilliant. So on one of these, this is going to fit inside there. Let's just make sure we are the right size. We might need just to snip a little bit more. A little 1/16 of an inch. I'll just take a 1/16 of an inch off. That one's not fully there anyway. Just Okay, so that one goes there. Should come over a bit more. Put your second piece to the side and we'll work on this one for now. Now I want to just draw that line, cut that line again, 1/16 or just a hair away from the first line, just a hair away. From that line up to this line, and then we'll just take that off. That little hair. Oh, we didn't make it on that side. Huh. What happened to you? Okay, so you're making that little letterbox thing there. Just a little uneven, so I'm just evening it up. It's no big deal. You don't need to do this. Just that little loop in there. Okay. So we've got our little mailbox there. Now let's put them both together again. This way to this way. Oops. Put the second piece on top, because that's only got the single line and it doesn't need the letterbox. Okay, so put that one down first, put the other piece on top. Okay, now your your 6x4, put it there and draw around it. And then what you're going to do is cut it. You already cut the bottom, so let's go with the rest of it. And we're going to cut it just inside the pencil line. From the bottom up to that. Oh, you may as well take it all the way, because we're taking this piece out. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, we're not supposed to do that. Oh no. That was only there. Shoot. Okay, we made a boo-boo. Don't stress. Don't stress. Oh, you idiot, Stella. You don't need that up there. Okay, just look at this one. Sorry about this, I'm just going to have to piece this one back together. And then we'll start again. So we're going back to the beginning, alright? I'm sorry about this. This is complicated enough as it is. Without me messing with it. So let's go back to this point where we've got our letterbox and we put our 6x4 in there. Okay. Now we need to get this exact picture onto the front here. So that's why we needed these exactly in the same, with the same thing cut at the top. We'll put our main sheet down here, and then we put our 6x4 up to the opening, the letterbox opening, and then we're going to draw around it. Okay, then we're going to cut it. We may need to trim it, that's okay. Usually like breaking off my corners like that. Makes it pretty rough. Okay, so this will go here, and it's exactly the same size, but we can take off a 1/16 of an inch, and once this is on here, once that's on there, that is on there, you see what you've got? You've got the whole picture, and you can put your photos on the mat. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this, trim this down, because we do want just a tiny 1/16 of an inch border. So we want that at 6 1/16. Just, where's my pencil? 6 1/16 by 4 1/16. I'm going to even it off. So what have we here? We've got, I'll try and even it off if I can. It's really not very straight at all. take a little bit more off this side, I think. Just that little hair. The image is not straight, I can tell you that much. You really need to get it as straight as you possibly can. Okay. Take just a sliver off this side. Hopefully that straightens it all out. That's looking good. So I am going to put tape and glue on this. Let's put a border around it. Didn't happen by design, it was by accident. Okay, let's take our bent pokey tool. Sure we are the right way. I am going to put a bit of glue on. Take our main page, we'll pop that in there, turn it over. Now you can see the score line is to the left of this and it's free. Don't put this over that, otherwise it won't fold properly. So we are just going to now put some glue on there. That over. Good burnish. Now this back is going to be totally covered with tape when it goes onto the page. Is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Okay, now we need to, oops, sorry, noisy. Turn the main one over Be careful. And this one over, because I haven't marked, yes I have marked it. Move that up. So we'll call this main page and overlay, okay? So put the overlay on and make sure you are super duper accurate next to each other. Cool. Now you want to make your post box from there to there. There to there. I couldn't see it properly. Okay, from there to there. Oh, Stella, you got it again. You're an idiot. I don't. Yes, I did need to do that. Of course I did. Of course I did. That's this one. Your main page that we're making a little post box on. Here's a page from just fiddle and fiddle until you've got it right. So that one goes there. I've already marked this one, I think, yeah, but we'll do it again. Goes there. That's our cutout page. This is our main page, and we're going to cut the little post box. There to there. I don't think you cut anything off. No. You didn't go anywhere. Okay. I'll do it this way so I can see it better. Let's look at our main page now. Let's grab our four by three. We could have done it that way, but I decided to change my mind and do it this way because I want to use the dog. Okay, it looks good. I'll just put some glue on there. that on too soon. 4 by 3. So measure from our cut line there. Measure it, draw it. Oops. And cut it. I'm going to use my scissors to cut this one out. I'm going to cut it just inside that pencil line. Try not to waste any paper because that can be handy. Just inside that pencil line. It's probably still a little bit. Okay. Oh, it's so cute. So I'm going to take just a smidge off this one, just a hair. And a hair off the top, I think. I'm just going to use glue. I don't mind just using glue on the smaller pieces. Okay, isn't that so darn cool? I mean, that is just cool. You can put a photo across here too, which I might put a photo mat in there because you can still see the whole page like that. Put another photo mat in there. I love that page. Absolutely love that page. So what we're going to do now is cover the back completely with tape. All the way up. Now I wasn't 100% sure whether I could pull that off, and I think I did. A couple of mistakes, but if you just make sure that before you make any cuts make sure you're either cutting both or you're cutting just one. Come on. That's another roll that bites the dust, I think. Yep. These are only half rolls. I've used a fair bit. That's what they come as. You've got. It is from Couture Creations. Okay. Let's get another couple of bits here. Piece. Okay. Let's finish all of that. It would be so much quicker if I could use my Xyron Creative Station, but I haven't got any replacement. And apparently Xyron are not making that one anymore. So I've heard they're not making the 9-inch replacement cartridge, which I think sucks, since we spend so much money on the machine, and then to stop making it, that's just crazy. So what am I going to do with that machine now? Ugh. Too much glue, Bella. Too much glue. Oops. Okay, let's grab our page, and this is it. Make sure we've got the right side up. We are. And gosh, I love this page. I think that is about it. Wow. I'm so glad it worked out. I'm so absolutely chuffed that it worked out, because I've never seen this before in anyone's video. Let's see, I've got that little line there where I made my mistake. Oops. Okay. That's great. Now let's have a look and see if we put her. No, I don't think that's going to work because it's going to go too far. I was thinking of cutting around her and keeping that picture, just cutting around her. You still see the dog. Let's try it. Let's just try it. Get the small scissors. And I'm not going to cut the legs of the easel. I'm taking them off completely. If it doesn't work, well, I can put it on another page as a tuck spot. Oh, excuse me, a dry throat. Keep all these little bits. Don't throw anything away until you've absolutely finished with it. I don't even throw my box board away because I can make up a page. You've probably seen me if you've watched my videos. I can make up a page by joining all the box board pieces together. I'm going to take that completely away. That there. Let me fix her shoes. I like that, but I would put her up. Maybe not sure. That is just so cool. I just can't get over it that it actually worked. I just love it. It's too late for me to use magnets now, so I've got to put something there. And that, I don't think, is it. So yeah, I should have put magnets in. What else can we do? Nothing. We are stuck. So yeah, I would have put magnets in. Never occurred to me to put magnets in it, but yeah. So that's page 1. Now, I've already designed the page for this piece. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. took this from the 8x8 pack, and we're going to fit that right in there. Do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to ink the pages. So I wonder if I could still do that. No, I'm not going to ink these. I'm not going to ink the pages. So that will go there. And then we have a little pocket. And there we're just going to put a photo mat inside there. Inside that pocket. I can't do what I did with this on that one because I've only got one page of this. I only bought one 8x8, so this is just going to be a pocket with maybe a booklet or something that just sits in there. Okay, gosh, I love that page. Okay. Let's give it a border of tape quickly. So if you really want to go to town on this one, on my album, I would suggest getting two 8x8s and two 12x12. Okay, burnish. Oh, this is so annoying. Might have to get hubby to hit it with a hammer or something. Let's try and straighten it up. Might work. Bit of overhang there. Make sure I get rid of that. Bit up there too. Go on. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. With this piece, this came off that, I think. Came off either that or it came off the top. Excuse me, so I need to lop off an 1/8 of an inch there. Actually, it could have gone there. So I just want a line of glue. And we'll just get rid of some of that. I might put it that way. Make sure there's no glue overhanging. We're a little short here, so I will just cut it straight down. Okay, now I could put some backing card on it. Just a tiny bit for the sides and maybe a bit more. Okay, so let's just grab a piece from the stack here. Oh look, that's perfect. I don't even throw away these. Don't throw away these either, because these can be joined and used and covered. Some tape and some glue, I think. I'm really beginning to hate using this. Okay, we're not putting any hinges in this. It's just going to go in there flat, but let's just go like that. Sorry, you can't see what I was doing there. Just going like that, and that way. I'm using glue. Giving it a slight curl has opened it up, oh, quite a little bit. Okay, it has opened it up just a little bit, make it easier to pop some things in it. Okay, 2 pages. Now my next page is going to have a flip out. So I'm going to take one of my page pieces and I'll cut another, nope, I'm going to cut it from here. I'm going to cut my flip out from 200 GSM, and let's cut its size. So page needs to be 7 5/8 by 9 3/4. Let's do a 9 3/4. Yeah, 9 3/4 first. 9 3/4. By 7 5/8. 2 3 4 5/8. Okay. Then we are going to put it on our scoring board and score it 1/2 inch. Fold that over and gently but firmly burnish it. Now just snip off that corner just to this edge of the score line, and you'll see when you see it what I mean. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to double check that it's going to fit first, and of course it is. Okay, we are just going to glue. We'll glue the inside first. So onto here. Trying not to saturate it with glue, but certainly want a fair bit of glue on there, but not saturation. So grab the page and pop this in, and then fold quickly. beautiful. Get rid of any glue. Now all we need to do is throw in some glue there, because this is not opening again, so we're just closing that page off. That's it. Beautiful. Now this is a bit shorter than that one. That's fine. We're okay with that, because we may make a little pocket here, I'm not sure. But this page is this one. Okay, who took the other? Where are you? Probably stuck to something else. Oh. Gosh, when you've only got half a meter's worth of table to play with, you know, things get lost. So there's another magnet there. Let's put that with my ruler for now. So that goes there. Now I did this before I thought of this. So whether to keep it like this and put something on top, photos there, or I could do the same as I did before. I'm going to think on this, because it is just so I've done the matting, 7 3/8 by 9 1/2, okay, of this page, excuse me, and then I worked out where I wanted these. So I have gone in and done my little post box there, my little opening there, pop that in, and then I did another little opening here and pop that in. You can of course bring these down a bit so they're not touching, but I wanted a little bit of touch. So I don't think I've got enough paper that I could be able to do that. So I'm not sure. I might wait until I've done a bit more. And then work it out if I can save this page from one of the sheets. I'll do it again. Let's leave that one for now. Let's leave that one for now. But it's going here. This is going there. And then I'm going to do something with this. So if that goes in there, and then about that, that goes over there. If I bring that over, or I could bring it over this way. I think we might leave it like this for now. just leave it here for now. So we've got these 2 pages done, and we've got the front cover half done. Love it. It's great. I just love this. I'm sorry, but I just love this. But I wish I'd put magnets. Ugh. So I'm not sure how to fix. Oh yes, I am sure how to fix it. I can put, because we've got the whole picture there, I can put another photo mat under here and put the magnet underneath the photo mat. So if I put another photo mat in there, just a tad smaller I think, so that it's not seen, and I would use a thinner cardstock and put the magnet underneath and do that with the same. I'll take my time and work that out, and then we'll see what happens in the next video. Wow. Okay. That's it for now, and thank you so much for being with me. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new that you can pass on. And I hope to see you in part 3. Stay safe and stay warm, everyone. Bye-bye.